The government of Venezuela has denied the country is facing a humanitarian crisis brought about by economic collapse. Despite the largest oil reserves in the world, regular power shortages have left the country almost on its knees. The BBC's Vladimir Hernandez has travelled to one of the worst affected areas, the state of Zulia. He's one of the few international journalists who's been able to report from there.
This is Zulia's biggest meat market. Well, it used to be at least. Now it's less about meat and more about hooves, fat, tripe and bones. Animal offcuts have become the affordable option for Venezuelans priced out by hyperinflation. Anything that makes a good soup or stew.
Y jefe, lo veo comprando pellejo. Y todo. ¿Cuántos niños tiene para mantener? 4. Y apunte pellejo.
As I walk through the market, I come up to a stall with an awful stench.
Rotten beef is also sold here in this market. It smells strong. It's got flies all over it. Y la gente come eso, lo compra.
A kilo of beef costs up to a third of the monthly minimum wage and would provide maybe a couple of meals. But this rotten beef is 1% of a salary.
Y si falla la luz 10 veces en el día, aparte de eso se va por 4 horas seguidas. Al otro día cuando tú vas a sacar la mercancía estás en malas condiciones.
There is chaos everywhere. Hospitals are also affected by the crisis. Equipment and beds left derelict. There's no money to repair them. No garbage removal means outside hospitals you find huge piles of medical waste, including drips and needles. And piles of rubbish are also a source for food here. For desperate families, anything will do. But this is a province with huge oil reserves.
This wealth is almost everywhere. It's under the ground, it's right up to its shores.
The government is widely accused of mismanagement, but President Maduro rejects this and blames foreign governments, in particular the US, of sabotaging the country. You have to queue for almost everything, from food to cash withdrawals, queues in which you can easily spend a whole day. And frequent power shortages are often leading to protests.
This is a community that's been 5 days without any electricity. In this part of the country, this is not rare. This is happening all the time.
Not even those who die escape the crisis. Frequent power cuts mean morgues can't keep bodies refrigerated. This is a rich nation, but most people are not rich. When I met Maria Eugenia, she had been without power for 5 days. Only her fridge, reliant on a neighbour's generator.
So we've got 2 fridges. This one works, not much in it. This one got damaged in a power cut.
Maria Eugenia has more pressing worries. She's had to buy drugs, needles and gloves for breast cancer surgery. Hospitals simply don't have them. Her own drama is the current story of this country. Vladimir Hernandez, BBC News, Maracaibo.
Hard times in Venezuela. Much more to come.